Hello everybody, we are at Tape Week 2026 here in Louisville. My name is Adam Robertson, part of the marketing team for PSTC. Sitting next to me is Jason Kirk from tesa. He is our board treasurer. He also is the board champion for our marketing track committee. Jason, thanks for the time.
Well, thank you. Thank you for hosting this, and I really appreciate getting a chance to speak a little bit about the association and also this week here at Tape Week.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're at Tape Week, but we want to kind of look ahead a little bit, right? Our Fall Leadership Forum. Over the years, this has sort of evolved, right? And we are framing this as a leadership forum, right? We have the way that we market it is that it is geared towards senior level executives or senior level leadership at our companies, right? Tell me about the Fall Leadership Forum. What do we have planned this year? When is it? Where is it? Right? What should people be looking forward to?
Okay, so the when and where. That maybe let's start with that. It'll be in Fort Lauderdale, and I think in November, so November 9th through the 11th.
Right.
If you're in a cold climate like myself, you'll be looking forward to that. Getting into I think a warmer climate that time of year, November. Being from Michigan, I think that's going to be a nice place to go. So destination in Fort Lauderdale, that obviously draws us there, but why? Why are we there? I think the name says it, leadership. And I think while Tape Week is an amazing event, we can talk a little bit about Tape Week, the leadership meeting is really designed to engage a leadership level more strategic than operational. And it's a more intimate group. We invite as many leaders as we can, but it's intimate, and I think that provides for more of a collaborative meetings, discussions. We'll be introducing keynote speakers along with a new market study.
Yes.
I think some of my other peers will also speak about that, and we will introduce that at the leadership conference. And the important part of that is that we have an opportunity as leaders in the industry to discuss what we can do in the future to really elevate the actual industry. And I think the leaders of the various companies, the suppliers that will come, have an opportunity to talk with the people in North America that are driving the industry itself. And I think it's the most important forum for the strategic side of our business.
What do you think what will people take away, right? So you have people who come to the Fall Leadership Forum, they're coming for the weather, right? They're coming for the content, for the speakers. Of course, this year, as Jason mentioned, the first phase release of our updated market research study. What's the main takeaway though? What can attendees take back to their teams?
Yeah, what are the industry trends, right? And not just the trends that we deal with every day, right? We all face day to day, whether it's tariffs or price increases that are happening in the market with different global circumstances. This is talking about what the markets look like for the future. What does the industry look like for the future? And I think you should walk away from that understanding the direction and understanding what PSTC is doing to support that. And I think there's a lot of initiatives that we're currently working on, and we just met yesterday as a board, and we're working on towards that, and that you will hear about those initiatives and the ones to come, and what that does. If you're in the industry and you're in the tape industry, you'll learn about what we're doing today for the future.
So of course, a lot of amazing things happening this week at Tape Week, and as Jason mentioned, this is where we have larger attendance. We have a lot of concurrent tracks that really touch on different functions, departments within teams, right, within companies. Fall Leadership Forum is a little bit more boutique, more catered, more tailored to the leadership element of companies with specifically chosen speakers. And it looks a little bit different than this week. But this week is, our key event. Why should people be at Tape Week, Jason?
I mean, it's the one event where this industry all comes together. It's the only event that we have annually that has this many people in this business of sticky tape, all coming together. It's truly unique that way. And I think that if you're in the tape industry and you're a supplier to the tape industry, adhesive suppliers, backing, other parts, and if you're a tape manufacturer, this is the place to be, and you need to be present here. You need to showcase here. You need to discuss how the industry is trending. But if you are in the tape business and you're not here, I would say maybe you're not in the tape business in North America. So this is the one event every year that the people that are in tape come to, and you should be here. And usually we pick nice locations like we are now in Louisville, in a very, very nice property, and nice events, right? So you get to mingle and also learn a lot. There will be a lot of exciting marketing tracks, representing the marketing, and tomorrow we have some really good ones that I'm looking forward to. We have showcases that are going to happen later today, and then even tomorrow. So I mean, it's if you're in this business, you tend to love it, and this is the place to really showcase that.
Incredible. Over the past couple of years, what's really exciting to see is as you're walking through, you see these different, I guess you would say stratifications, right? You have Tape Academy, where you have those of a younger generation, right? They're in there, they're learning yesterday and today. You have your folks who are in the markets and applications track, you have a technical track. So you really touch on every different aspect of this. But what is really great to see evolving is our focus on the younger generation, equipping them with the tools that they need to be successful, not only with technical skills, but as potential leaders, right? We have our Women in the Tape Industry program, which is now in its second year, our Ascend program. So there's all these things popping up, all these evolutions where it really does, I think, underscore what you just said, right? This is the place that you need to be at. But, as we talked about before, we were obviously, focusing on the Fall Leadership Forum. We talked about Tape Week, but PSTC does more than just our events, right? So what's the value in an individual from a company engaging with PSTC year round?
Yeah, and I think the value is what we make it as an association, right? And I think actually it's interesting, we had this discussion, we have these discussions every time the board meets, right? And as a treasurer, right, I oversee that we have enough finances to do things, right? And I think the investments that we're making in the industry to level up the industry itself, right? And being a part of the association, seeing the different events that we'll even host online during the year. If things are dramatically changing in the economy, we will host those types of events online to bring everybody quickly up to speed. So if you're really in the industry itself, the association does everything we can to keep you informed. And I think that is where the investments in the association are paying back to the company's part of it. So it's truly when we sit together as a board, that's really all we discuss, because we are all part of this and we all have invested interest in making this association pay back to our company. So I think being part of it is being part of something that is investing in your own company.
Incredible. What the success that we see at Tape Week, we're excited to see people showing up in Louisville without having registered, and they're here, registering on site. All that success allows us to further reinvest in the programs that we do offer. So, for us, it's all about not only meeting at Tape Week, not only maybe meeting at the Fall Leadership Forum, but increasing those touch points throughout the year, because they're really important, especially with the time we're living in. Things are changing, and it's important to connect and discuss with your colleagues.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Jason, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, and thank you to everyone who's listening.